Welcome to Flag on the Play. I'm your host, Andrew, and I got my co-host,
Yeah, baby. You know how
he wasn't with us in the state tournament,
Didn't
but
get a chance to maybe.
he was handling business here locally. So, as of locally, what did we get from local?
All right, so quickly we're gonna jump into local leagues and get that over with, right?
It ain't gonna be.
Literally, we had 2 games, and both of the games, we had a team that has not won a game play the other squad. So the first game was Reapers. Reapers is the team that has not won a game, and they played the Expendables, which is team here. And boy, when I tell you, they almost pulled off the upset. Y'all had to see it to believe it. I'm telling you, it was so close. Had it not been for a knockdown ball that was thrown as a touchdown from their own team, could have been a lot different, man.
So, we're going to jump into MVPs real quick. It should be hard. Let's get it done. You feel me?
So we had the Expendables versus Reapers. That score ended up, I think they won by like 4 points. And then the second game was the Incredibles, who've been, knocking people off. They fell victim to Team 239 last week, but, they still good. So they pretty much blew the Reapers out. And in that game, we caught our offensive and defensive MVP. For the offensive MVP.
From one game?
From one game.
Well, there wasn't that many anyway. So
yeah. So for the offensive MVP is going to go to the quarterback of the Incredibles. Is Andre Gray. That's right. Andre Gray. He's been on the cusp of maybe claiming it, for a couple of weeks now. He actually claims it this week. We have to pull up the stats. I don't have them with me, but I think he threw 3 touchdowns.
He threw 3 touchdowns. I have the stats.
All right, so yeah, he did his thing. All right, and then for the defensive MVP, man, it was kind of like a toss-up, right? I'm gonna tell you the 2 people who we consider. One is Tate Duncan. We call him Mr. No Shirt, No IASS because he had on no shirt and he ain't got no ASS.
My dog ain't got no tuku back there.
It was so funny.
No tuku.
It was so funny. And Jason Rizzo. All right. So Jason Rizzo came into the game defense. He caught a pick, ran it back. He also received a pitch after a pick and ran it back. So we had 2 defensive touchdowns. Tate Duncan, Mr. No ASS, he ended up with 2 picks. 1 for a pick 6, and numerous amounts of balls batted down, and we not going to just not mention what he did on offense. He killed it on offense. So out of those 2, pretty tough. But man, we got to go with Tate Duncan on that, man. He was just all over the field, knocking down balls. Getting picks. He was a killer out there.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Are they on the same team?
They're on the same team.
Y'all fight over. We out of here. So, Tate Duncan, Dre, shout out to them boys for this week, winning MVPs. Now, before we jump into the state league, and I'm telling you, some interesting stuff, but we got some stuff to talk about. We're going to go ahead and jump into this short commercial break. Best believe it.
Chicken and waffle, man.
So make sure when y'all come to the Fort Myers tournament, y'all go check my girl out, Lucy's, for all y'all coming into town, you know what I'm saying, for the tournament. So we're going to kick this thing off. Gary wasn't there, and we were very short-handed with Flag on the Play this weekend.
We were.
But we also, I want to bring you guys the news, everybody that's tuning in. I will be taking, the Florida Flag Football Director job next year. Yes, thanks to, some recommendations from a lot of people. I appreciate that, the love. We going to get into it. It's a lot of things that, I want to try to fix. There's a lot of things we're gonna keep the same, but the person that got this, you know, he wants to make sure the game is into the players' hands, and it's all about the players. So from here on out, man, we're gonna be doing some, you know, some poll dropping to see, you know, what we can do better to make, you know, Florida flag football great. You know what I'm saying? We, like Trump say, great again. You feel what I'm saying? Ain't like it went nowhere. But you know, Norm's gonna be by my side, and he gonna make sure, you know, we making it happen. You know, I got a whole bunch of liaisons, you know, and Randy and Flet. So it's gonna be a smorgasbord of ideas. This past weekend, man, it was super dope to be out there for my first time handling that. You know, didn't get much footage, but we did get some. It's uploading right now, so sorry about that.
Yeah, it's coming though. It's coming.
Yeah, we got you. And you know, we had once again the reigning dog. They did their thing, and it was nobody close. Nobody.
Hey, hold on. So, what are you fucking moment? Go, baby.
What up, baby?
Yeah, look at
this.
That is exactly how Kings of Florida did everybody this weekend. Didn't the boys score like 50 points in every game or better? That is crazy, man.
And this is what a lot of people don't understand. And you know, and I'm sorry, KOF, I got to give y'all secret sauce away. It's a guy on y'all team that everybody leave alone because he don't say much. But I consider him the best all-around player on Kings of Florida.
Okay.
JB. Because you sit up here, you play with him, you sleep. He's sneaky fast.
He's definitely sneaky fast.
He can throw the ball. He can snap the ball. He can play linebacker.
Damn.
And he can rush.
So what can he do?
You listen, you know what I'm saying? and the thing is, a lot of people don't understand. If he ever gets involved in the play, 9 times out of 10, that play gonna be successful.
Silent assassin, man.
Yes,
I saw him do it to us. Final play of the game, man.
Ooh, kill him. Ooh.
Right there.
Oh. I'm talking like, and then he just sit over there with that little Joker grin.
He do that. With his headband on. just chilling.
People. You feel me? So shout out to KOF bringing it in again, man.
Absolutely.
You know, Fleck got something in. Keith tried to jump in there, but you know, they weren't letting it have it. They weren't letting it have it this week, Keith. But he got in the pictures, you know what I'm saying? So
I seen him in the video on the lives a little bit. I saw.
And let me tell y'all something, fellas. On my first,
Keith scored on us.
He did score.
He scored.
I think he scored twice.
Oh, that was when I put the camera down.
Oh yeah, it was already a bazillion.
My bad, Keith. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna ask Miss Stacy for that footage. We got you. You know what I'm saying? We'll put it in. But I'm honestly like sitting up there, being, you know, watching that game and understanding that, you know, the championship A game, they came out, they threw an interception.
They did.
Not once did Mark.
It was a pick six too.
Yeah, pick six to the house. Not once did they panic.
Nope.
You feel me? And you know, this is to my young gunners. You know, and I'm riding with them. Y'all, you know, I gotta stay neutral because I'm a media guy now.
Yeah.
So I gotta stay neutral. But to 239, they just lost their head, and KOF sat up here and rubbed the salt in the wound because once they got on the road, it was over with. About the ranking before we jump into the bracket.
One pathetic loser.
Just
yeah, that's how they was feeling. Feel my, I understand. On the Reapers, man, get out of it, man. Ain't nobody talking about no local football, man. Nah, we got you, my G. We gonna get you some footage for the Reapers. We were short staffed, man.
Yeah.
Want some of y'all volunteer?
Literally, I had to ref the games, and I couldn't get any footage.
Yeah.
Couldn't go live. Couldn't do anything. It was short staff.
It is what it is. So once again, Kings of Florida, and they show you this is what we're gonna do, right? If they keep on doing this, we politely gonna put together, you know what I'm saying, another Kings of Florida 2.0, because everybody want to do everybody do 2.0.
Yeah,
so we're gonna do the Kings of Florida 2.0, and we're gonna put together an all-star team. and try to see if we can compete at the end of the year.
And you know what's gonna happen? That All-Star team gonna get smashed because I don't know what these guys doing. They literally need to get
They're
kicked
on
out of the league.
steroids.
They on steroids or something. They know too much football or something. This is ridiculous, man.
Most definitely. And shout out to Shake and Bake.
Not
baby.
Shake and Bake.
Yes, sir, man. They came, like, I'm gonna be honest with you. When I first saw Shake and Bake, they were hot garbage.
Ooh.
You feel me? They had that thoroughbred, that Wonder Bread uniform on. I say, yeah, it's just how y'all look, like a loaf of bread.
Loaf of that hard bread.
And man, when I tell you those guys came out this weekend and put up and made everybody put up and shut up, you feel me? Shout out to Shake and Bake, running that, you know what I'm saying, B-League division.
What was that B-League, that B-League game? Who was it? Shake and Bake and who?
Was it Shake and Bake and Run It Back?
And Run It Back.
Yes. And
Now, I personally, you know, when I saw that, would have said, "Oh, Run It Back, you know, gonna win." You know,
yeah, but Run It Back has, you know, they have some inner conflict issues, and you know, another thing we're gonna talk about is, man, shout out to all y'all, you know what I'm saying, that follow us, like us, and that support what we do. But one of the things I want to make sure we understand, this game is all about respect at the end of the day, fellas. And I've seen a lot of disrespectful stuff going towards the ref. They make bad calls. But I promise you, next state tournament, you will be thrown out the game, and we will have police officers on deck, because that is there's no reason why any person should talk to a human being the way we talk to them out there. You feel me? I done been there too.
Yeah.
You feel me? So we're going to give you a warning. We're going to, you know what I'm saying? And if you want to keep it up, we're going to get you out of there. We got kids out here that's watching this game, and we got some women out here that's watching this game. And yes, we get competitive, and I get it, but let's don't degrade anybody. Let's respect everybody we come out there and play against, all right? So we'll get back on Shake and Bake. Shout out Shake and Bake. And we had 941 Cartel, you know what I'm saying? Once again, C Division champs. Them boys is working it. You hear me?
Hey, listen, those points add up. As long as they keep winning those ships, it's gonna add up, man.
Hey.
Maybe they'll start to find.
Hold on a second. Let's talk about the 941 cartel.
Oh my God!
Hey, listen, they already say they want you, Matt. They came directly to me, say they want Santini.
They won't Santini.
Well, let me explain what happened. So let's just bring it back. They jumped out on the 239. They should have won that game. They were beating the 239 19-8 at halftime. It was the 239's first game with their, not our normal quarterback system, and because most of our players weren't there this weekend, but we still made a run all the way to the final again, which is awesome.
Oh.
But Matt.
Hold on. Let me finish my story.
No, because you want to talk about 239.
No, I want to talk about what happened on that game. 19-8.
Yes.
They were talking smack, started mentioning my name for some reason. I'm not even there, and I'm hearing my name get mentioned. And next thing you know, the second half, they get shut out and lose 20-19.
Ouch.
So 941 Cartel, you're going to talk. You got to finish it out, finish the job, and win the game. And all they had to do was keep their one fast dude at the quarterback position. Instead, they let the big dude start throwing interceptions.
Y'all hear that?
Them boys say Matt Santini all the way up.
Hey,
what he doing, Sean? What he doing?
I'm not crying. I think they're the ones who were crying. They were crying about me. We won. What was I crying about?
Hey, so shout out to them, because them C points add up, man.
Yeah,
And
keep doing it.
And the women's division, we have a new champ right now.
Oh, we do.
Yes.
Okay.
The Aces, and the ladies cornered me, and they were very disappointed in the director's first time. I thought I did a great job, but they wanted shirts, and I had no shirts for the ladies.
I tell you what, next tournament we're gonna have shirts for y'all.
Yeah, because I felt so bad because they didn't even want the trophy. Matter of fact, the funny thing, listen, on my first,
they felt disrespected.
My first tournament, my G, I broke the trophy. I broke the A division trophy. But the good thing was we knew who it was going to. So we worked out something with KOF, you know what I'm saying? They'll get that back in, but I broke the A division trophy. And the women didn't even want one. Bro, I was moving too much, trying to film and write down scores at the same time.
So that's why we didn't get any footage from the Final Four games. Okay.
That was life, man. So shout out to the women Aces for winning this. They were won over.
Yeah, and that was an upset too.
But that was the and ladies, I love y'all, but that was the world's longest, boringest game in the world nation because they went in 9 overtimes and they was on the 5-yard line and the defense was so good that ain't nobody scoring.
Love when the defense is good.
Yes, sir.
That don't be boring to me. That means it's going down, baby.
Hey, Will, I'm glad Mob Ties in here because Mob Ties, we gotta have some talk. You feel me? You guys are very supportive of everything we do.
And we appreciate that.
And we thank y'all. But y'all got to get it together, my G. Because I swear to God, when I was on there and they say y'all lost and y'all was coming over there bringing me Heineken and all that, and I'm like, whoa, come on, Will. Y'all play better than that, Will. You got to tighten up, my G.
Well, now we know why you broke the trophy. They were giving you too many Heinekens.
Bingo.
No.
Now we know the real culprit.
No.
We see what's going on.
No. Hey, parlay winning 46th game of the weekend.
46-44. Who was
What
that
game
against?
was that one? I don't even know what that was. Who'd they beat, Randy? I'd have to look at the bracket.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you one thing. They played because they were right there on field 1. Oh, it was parlayed and
Alpha.
Was it?
No, it wasn't them.
Heroes and he said heroes and villains got us again. We back next tournament. Yeah.
Hold on, I'll pull up the bracket. I can tell you who it was.
Yeah, it was Alpha Omega. Yep. Alpha Omega parlay. It was a great game, man. And like everybody say, a couple bad calls here and there, a couple things, but it happened.
What's funny to me?
Hold on, man. Before we get into that, we're gonna get you in, but we gotta jump into this short commercial break, sir.
Let's go.
Go ahead, Matt. What you got coming on?
No, what I was gonna say is the game, these offensive teams like Parlayed, Alpha Omega, and Palm Beach Flight. These guys put up like 40 points a game, but man, they got to learn how to play some defense. These teams, if those teams had some defense, they'd be hard to beat, man, because they score a lot of points.
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you one game though that is very, very memorable. Alpha Omega Apocalypse. I'm gonna make sure we drop this highlight of Buddy end zone, extra point winning catch, ball hit him straight in his head.
I'm interviewing him next tournament.
I
got to interview him. I got to find him.
Yes. And 3 plays later, Randy took it in.
Ran it.
And Apocalypse was out of there. Then, something about Nate, son, Brian, Ryan, the whole Apocalypse staff home. So it was a rough weekend. So Matt, do we got the state rankings?
Everything's been sent. Greg has it. He can pop it up.
So we're gonna pop up those rankings. I don't think we can see that.
That's the second page, Greg. You got to do the first page. There you go. I'll read through it. So you got KOF, number 1, obviously, 13-0. The 239, my team, is now ranked number 2. Very proud of that. 2 back-to-back 2 state finals in a row. Then you got Blazers. Even though they weren't there this weekend, they still have enough points between the 3 tournaments to be number 3. Palm Beach Flight moved up to 4. Run It Back dropped to 5. Free Smokes at 6. Spartans and Shake and Bake. Shake and Bake jumped way up all the way to number 7.
Shake and Bake, baby.
Yeah, I'm impressed. I got to see them play. I actually haven't seen them play. And then Smoking Aces is at number 9. Then you have Disciples, Flawless Elite, 10 and 11. Alpha Omega is at 12. Apocalypse is 13. And let me tell you something. These teams that lose on Saturday and then don't show up for Sunday, don't waste our time. Seriously. Like the B division, you can rank up a lot of points in the B division And a team like Apocalypse, there ain't no business why they should have left on Sunday. They could have won the B division and be in the top 5. But
nah, shake and bake one going.
Well, maybe they lose to shake and bake, whatever. But the point is that y'all got to play your games out. I mean, the money, whatever, you want to waste the money, that's on you. But the B division is very competitive, even for a good team. There's plenty of good teams that wind up in the B division the way the format is. So put it back up, Greg. Let me finish that. All right, then you have Alpha Omega Apocalypse, and you have Palm Beach Knights at 13. They also had a good tournament this weekend. They weren't happy. We'll get into that in a minute. MOB, Anything, Dread Gods jumped up to 16. They did great. Yeah. They were in the Final Four.
Yes, sir.
Played against my 239 team. Very competitive game. And I like those guys. They're good guys. They were a little late to that game, but they got stuck in traffic. So they started a little slow. And then you got Heroes and Villains, 941 Cartel. Look at that, 19. Then the top 20 because of those C wins, just like y'all said.
Oh, they're racking up the points.
Parlayed. I still can't believe Parlayed's all the way down to 20. I gotta talk with Joe. And
they missed 2 tournaments, and then he forfeited the first game when we first came.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's crazy. Yeah. And then Free Smoke Fort Myers. This is their first tournament, so they have 2 zeros average into this average, but they did great. Made the Final Four. Very impressed by them. That's my local team, and I consider them our second best team in our area. So that pretty happy that they made it there. And then Monster rounds out the top 25 or whatever's on here, and they didn't attend that tournament, but they'll be in Punta Gorda. All right, go to the next page. I'll just run through that real fast. Then you got League of Shadows, Primetime, God's Gift, rounding out 26. Jackrabbit, Shockwave 2.0, Flight Risk, Band of Brothers, Smackas / Chelsea. I guess they combine. Karma, Pick Your Poison, NWO, 6 Easy, Roadrunners, Dog Mafia, Incredible, Showtime, Shockwave, Chaos, Venom, TMT, League of Shadows, Primetime, God's Gift, Bear Down, and then Jackrabbits. What do I think they're on there twice?
We got Primetime and Jackrabbits on there twice.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It just repeated itself on the spreadsheet, so I forgot to delete it. But so anyway, you get it. That's the end of it.
Okay, do we got the women's?
He did not send me the women, so I'll have that next Wednesday for the women's.
Okay. So we'll have the women's up next Wednesday. So now let's get into we had an issue with scheduling, and they thought it was wrong. I didn't know what was going on until Norm explained it to me, and
tough situation.
It was a tough situation, and I'm gonna tell you this: I don't want, and this is for what I'm saying, Palm Beach Knights, y'all my dog. I don't went home Saturday before 2. When we went with Noodles, we were 2-1, and we just happened to fall on the wrong side of the bracket, and we had the Skeet Owl home, and it wasn't far for us, and it does suck, and that's maybe one of the things we could probably work on in the future, making sure everybody plays on Sunday. But right now, that's what it was. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of guys.
Let me tell you guys this too, because I usually, after Norm makes the brackets, I double check them to make sure he didn't fat finger something. And usually I catch stuff like that. And then we try and fix it. But this particular scenario with the amount of fields that we had, there really would have been nothing we could have done, because it would either push the game super late on Saturday, or we would have had super early games on Sunday that teams would not have showed up to. So it's just one of those situations that happens. And just so you guys know, if you're in a part of the bracket that doesn't have a play-in game, there's a chance that could happen. If there's a play-in game associated with your part of the bracket, you're definitely going to have a game on Sunday. It's a little complicated. I could get into it, but it's boring. But just point is that if you read the bracket ahead of time, you can see these things, how they can play out. So if they looked at it in advance, they could see that was a potential for happening. At the end of the day, if they're mad about going home, they should have beat Free Smoke. It was a 25-24 game. They would have stayed if they won that game. So that's how I look at it. So, yeah.
I love y'all, but you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, all you gotta do is
and it's happened to my teams too, Drew. Not just lock it up. It's happened.
Lord, trust me, I know. You know what I'm saying?
Multiple times.
And you want me to tell you the funny thing? You want me to tell you who sent me home my first time ever on a Saturday? Mark. He was playing with some bootleg Jets, and we went out there thinking it was sweet. And Mark was throwing the ball sideways, just throwing it up, and I'm like, and they sent us home on Saturday. Her Sacks got all that money. And that giggity, and We got
Ain't
some
no
to eat.
staying in the hotel.
All right, I did. I wasn't
Oh,
going
yeah, I was
nowhere.
gonna I'd have probably been to the field the next
Well,
day.
Hey, Drew, one other thing I want to address, because I know it was a big blew up on social media over the week, was the fact that we had to reschedule the West Palm tournament over to Winter Haven. I know that upset a lot of people in that area. And listen, we feel you guys, and we're going to make sure next season that we have a tournament, maybe 2 tournaments in that area to make up for this season.
Yes.
So we're already on it. We're looking for it. It was not something we wanted to do. We had an agreement verbally with them, but then when it came down to it, they didn't have the fields for us, and any fields that we could get were crazy expensive, and we would have to either quadruple or double the entry fees or not have a tournament or move the tournament. So we decided to move the tournament because luckily we have a good relationship over at Simmers Young in Winter Haven, and they got us the fields. So again, we're working on that. That's something, just so everyone knows, Norm handles all that. And next year we're going to be more involved in it, me and Drew, to make sure it happens. So
yeah, hey Will, you ain't going nowhere. Let it go. Well, hey Will, though, if you do, you can come holler at your boy. You feel what I'm saying? Sometimes it feels good to be retired, but sometimes it really sucks. Because I've been going to get out.
We need a beer vendor so he could jump on that.
Yeah, my dog again. Yeah, right. So, man, thank y'all again for tuning in to Flag on the Play. Garrett, got anything in the last words?
No. I'm just excited for this next tournament. It's a short turnaround.
Yeah, let's throw up the flyer actually real quick of next tournament, just so everybody knows. Greg, can you put that up? So Punta Gorda SRT, South County Regional Park.
Hey, y'all look sexy on that flyer, boy. Ooh, I see you, Jamal Sanders. Look at that booty. That boy got a stomach and a booty.
So it's a quick turnaround, guys. It's only 2 weeks away, so just be ready for that. I unfortunately, I know that's a quick turnaround. Some might not be able to make it. It's a really good facility, I can tell you that. And we plan on really doing some big things that tournament. We're going to have Impact Health and Nutrition there doing a booth, and we're going to do some giveaways with Impact Health and Nutrition as well. So be ready for that. Anybody who's interested in getting whey protein or vegan protein or our cognitive enhancer, we're going to have some special deals, and we're going to give out some free product as well. All of our product came in. We're excited about it. So
just come see me. That's all you do.
Yeah. Look for the Impact Health and Nutrition tent, as well as the Comlink Internet tent will be set up. And the Big Dreams tent will be set up as well. We'll have some giveaways with apparel and flags and all kinds of stuff. So
yeah, and you know what I really would like to see? I really would like to see more women teams. Show up to this tournament. We have 4 or 5 that pretty much can come consistently. I want to see more teams. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be reaching out to a bunch of females that we know that are playing, trying to see if you guys know anybody else that are around. We want to get as many.
The Punta Gorda tournament should be the one where we have a lot of women's teams, because they have had a league there for years with at least 5 to 6 women's teams. So let's hope that we can get a couple of those teams on top of our.
Get a couple of them in, and then maybe they see that it's how well it goes, and then we can get them to other tournaments down.
Yeah, we'll reach out.
We want to see more. We want to cover lots of the female games. Get them more exposure and everything like that. So that's what we need.
Most definitely. And one of the things we're gonna make sure, me and Garrett, we on top of that. Aces, we will have y'all championship shirt. The rest of y'all, we don't care about y'all dudes. Y'all be all right. The women, we gonna take care of the women. You feel what I'm saying? KOF, y'all got enough. And shake and bake, shake and bake, we might need to get them. Listen, they just some cool cats, man. We might need to get them.
Hey, shake and bake beating up on running back. Running back could have probably been 3rd or 4th right now in the rankings.
But they got ran
out the city.
So yeah, Drew, but we are gonna make sure, if not this tournament, but future ones, that the prizes are done right. I know it's been kind of hectic the last few tournaments, but that's changing. So we'll everyone's gonna get hooked up properly for winning. KOF, I agree. I don't feel bad for them. I don't think they can fit anything more in their closets, but
they gotta rent out a whole
stadium
to be putting their stuff in. All right, shake and bake won't
he say we need our shirt. They need their shirts. I got you, my G. I don't know, but we might have to put it on Lil Wee, but you know what I'm saying? We got you one day. David with free smoke.
Get y'all the bootleg version.
Hey, I got it. Here's what I want to see. This is the last thing I'm going to say. Free smoke Tampa versus free smoke Fort Myers. That's got to happen this tournament. Let's hope that the bracket.
Yeah, listen. Can we get y'all? You know what I'm saying? To come. You know, keep it gangster.
Let's put the name on the line. They got to bet the name. At least got to bet the name.
Bet the name. Put the money on the wood. What are you gonna do? All right, man. Once again, thank y'all for tuning in. Flag on the Play. I'm Andrew,
Gary,
Matt. See y'all next week.
Peace.